has there been a sense of urgency or a message through a sense of urgency as far as the offensive leaders and you guys in the room coming together?
Uh, yeah, but I mean, our focus is just go out there and make plays and just start fast. And just, like I said, all this starting fast or what can we do to change the offense? Like, it's simple, bro. Just go practice, go play hard. Nothing crazy about the whole situation. Just go play, and then, you know what I'm saying, your effort's going to show.
What are those biggest points of improvement? Where do they need to come from?
You said what?
Where do the biggest points of improvement need to come from? We just asked Mitch, a bunch of questions. What does he need to do better? What do the receivers need to do better to help him?
It's about execution. It's not pointing fingers about who's doing this, who's doing that. Just go work, bro. It's simple. Y'all see how we practice? Like, that's all you got to do. Go to practice and then get to the game, practice how you play.
Do you think you've been
something
practicing?
that's keeping you guys from taking that effort that you feel like you're showing in practice and applying it on game day?
Yeah, it's not like we trying to go out there and mess up on purpose. Like, it's football. Like, we're not the only team that's having issues. Like, there's other teams around the league having issues. Like, yeah, we got our issues, but we gonna fix them, and that's that.
Do you feel like you guys are holding each other accountable at this point in the season? Does there need to be more of that, or are you comfortable with where you
We're
guys
gonna be fine. Like, at the end of the day, we're gonna be fine. Everybody gonna have something to say about what's going on with the team. Because, yeah, we could be playing better, but like I said, it's football. You can't overthink everything. As long as we care about and know what's going on in this locker room, that's all that matters.
How do you guys hold each other accountable as far as challenging each other to be better?
If we see somebody out there that's slacking, obviously you say something to him, or you feel like he's not running his routes properly or little stuff, just go up there and communicate. That's all it is.
Diontae, this late in the season, how much can be changed or adjusted as far as scheme or design-wise or game plan-wise?
We're not trying to really do too much. We don't want to try to change the offense or whatever. It's the same offense we've been running, same plays. It's just execution. No matter what play call it is, it's up to the person that's out there, job to go and execute the play and make it look good.
Diontae, what encourages you that execution's going to improve, that we're going to see it get better?
Just the way everybody comes to work every day and practice. Practice is going to speak for itself. And I really stand on that. You practice how you play, and that's going to really show in the game on Saturday.
What were the biggest challenges that the Patriots put out there for you guys, and does Indy do any of those same things?
I want to say those challenges is shooting ourselves in the foot, third downs, not converting. We just got to get the running game going. Just little stuff like that. That goes a long way. And I feel like this Saturday we're going to turn it around.
Diontae, you got 4 games left. Is this team capable the way it's been playing to make the playoffs?
Yeah. I'll take it one week at a time. Not try to look too far down the road. Just focus on 1 week and one practice at a time. Everything else will play out.
This time a year ago, you guys were surging and finished the year on a high note. Is there a different feel in the locker room right now at this point in the season than there was at this point last year?
I want to say a different feel. I'm sure everybody's frustrated about not winning these past 2 games that we should have won, but like I said, you just got to move on and get ready for this week. And that's what everybody's been doing a great job. We came in today and attacked today. And, like I said, getting ready for tomorrow.
What has Mike Tomlin been like as a coach? Has he changed anything after these 2 games or challenged you guys in any different ways to push harder?
He challenged us to give more, you know what I'm saying? Because he know we can play better than what we've been playing. I feel like we've just been playing down nothing against the 2 teams we play. We just played down to their level that past week. Like I said, once we do that, it's hard to recover. So I feel like once we get back out in front, where we normally be, we're gonna be fine.
Mason, how do you feel about the reps you've been getting this week specifically so far?
Yeah, it's only been 1 day, but I feel good. Obviously got a few extra with this being a normal full week of practice, and I feel good about that. So, I'll feel a lot better Saturday at 4:30 when we've all had a full week of practice as a team and as for myself individually. So, just going to enjoy a nice sort of non-compressed week of practice, unlike last week.
Mike said Mitch is getting the more reps, so that's why he was the one to come in, the one who will stay this week. Do you feel like you're getting a fair shot to kind of prove yourself right now?
I think I'm gonna listen. I'm a backup quarterback right now in the NFL. I'm very thankful. I think think about how much work it takes for all these guys in this locker room to get to this level. I'm going to be sharp. I'm going to stay sharp all week, and I'll be ready if and when my number's called. But it's a day-by-day process, and I enjoy that preparation, grind, and looking forward to this afternoon meetings.
Have you noticed much all the backups impacting this NFL season, whether it's guys off the practice squad, guys off the couch in some cases?
Yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of movement, and I think there's guys that have seized the opportunity when it's come, and that obviously means they were preparing, waiting for their opportunity, working while they wait. So that's all I've been trying to do.
Mason, what was going through your mind on Thursday when fans were chanting your name in the middle of the game?
I think I've been on both sides of that, so it's cliche, but really all I was trying to do was look at the iPads and help the collective offense make corrections and get ready for the next drive. You really can't let yourself get caught up in that, because then you lose focus and it affects your mental state. So obviously everyone, it's nice to be liked, but we have passionate fans, but you can't let that enter your mind for a second.
So that was audible enough. You did hear all that, the chant.
Yeah.
Is it hard to? I mean, do you still believe in good things come to those who wait? Or is it getting tougher?
I think patience is a fruit of the spirit. So I think I've been practicing patience for a long time, but it doesn't matter if you don't take the opportunity when it comes to you and seize it. So if it comes, great. If not, I'm going to keep working.
Mason, how have you approached it? Has the approach changed now that you snap away from being the guy?
I'd be lying if I said, it hasn't changed at all. It's the same mode. I mean, when you know as a 3 you can only play due to emergency injury, which is statistics say it's a pretty low chance of that happening. When you're 1 play away, yeah, it'll does it sort of create a little bit more urgency? Yes, and it's more exciting because love to play football, love to be on a team and put your hand in the pile, but you also love to play, and that's a little bit more real this week.
Has there been any insight for you on that being the only time you would play is if there is an emergency injury?
As a 3, that is the only way you can play as the 3. You can't be put into the game, or you can't rotate up. Both guys have to go down for me to play.
What about this week as a 2?
No, as a backup, you can. That's not the case.
Right, but have you had any insight on if that could happen this week?
I'm not going to discuss. Yeah, that's for coach. That's for the coaches to make. Those kind of decisions are made by coaches. I'm going to fall in line and do as told and prepare myself for the game.
Mason, from what you've seen, what tells you that this can turn around, that the execution can change, and that this can get better for this offense as a whole?
Yeah, I think you saw some positive signs in Cincinnati of attacking more of the middle of the field, and I thought Coach Sullivan called a good game there, and Kenny played well, and I think there was a really good balance. We ran the ball well, we threw it well, we play action pass, so just looking for balance, and there's this, there's no secret to that. It's executing and having a great practice each and every day, and starting off strong the week like we did. So.
Is there something you can point to over the last 2 weeks that kept the momentum and the things that you guys were doing well against Cincinnati from carrying over?
I really can't. I mean, that's $1 million question. I think there's 16 happy teams and there's 16 non-happy teams each week, and they all try to figure that, the answer to that question out. And it's a good question, but I think it's more complex than just the run game or the pass game. I think you'd have to sit down and go through each and every play, like we did, and we tried to correct the mistakes and move on.
Markus, you were made inactive on Thursday. Do you have any insight as to what went into that decision, and are you healthy?
Yeah, I'm healthy. I just don't think I can say it's part of the business. It's football a business, man. People forget that the NFL is a business, and like you said, you got to come to work no matter what. Go hard, make sure you do your part. But it's a business at the end of the day. But I know I'm gonna be ready to, no matter what, and go hard every day.
You know, Mike T's talked a lot about situational football and situational defense being something that you guys haven't executed well. What has to change to get better at some of those two hold teams to field goals instead of touchdowns?
Really, you just got to lock in. You got to do your job no matter what. And there's a lot of tough guys on this roster, man. Guys able to watch film and know, hey, man, I got to fix this. And there's a lot of good guys on this roster that want to be pros and want to do that. So this week, you got to come back to practice starting today and go hard and do your job and let it carry over to Sunday.
Is it kind of an unknown which side you would play, or would you just preparing to play both with the potential both these guys being out?
Oh, man, no matter what, I'll be ready no matter what. I prepare. Since I've been in the NFL, man, I've been doing it like this no matter what, man. I'm going hard no matter what. And so whatever comes, I'll be prepared and ready no matter what side it is.
You've experienced a lot of things in your career. How do you get through this as a team?
Really staying together, man, not pointing no fingers. It's a team sport. Can't blame it on one person, can't blame it on one side of the ball. Got to come together, go hard, and do what you got to do. Everybody want to win, so do what you want to do. What you got to do to win.
How has Nick Herbig grown over the last month or so?
Putting the work in, man. Not even the last month. Since he's been here, man. Since he's been here, he's been grinding, putting the work in, man. So he just keep getting better. Usually as a young player, if you put the work in, when you look up at the end of the year, you're gonna see yourself getting better, and that's what he's been doing.
How much can be tweaked this late in the season to an offense to try to remedy some of those mistakes that happened over the last couple weeks?
Yeah, I think week in and week out, you're always trying to tweak and do things better and make corrections. So we obviously got to do that this week. But again, it's the same process. The process continues, and we just got to get better.
Mason, accountability has been kind of swirling around this locker room, inside, outside the locker room. Who's demanding that accountability on offense?
Yeah, I think it's across the board on the offense. I think the players are doing a really good job holding players accountable. I think there's a lot of transparency in our meetings, and it's just very transparent and who's making mistakes and how we're making mistakes. And yeah, so it's just the players are doing a really good job holding each other accountable, and we just got to play better.
Is there one person, two people, three people in particular who are kind of verbalizing that, though?
No, I think it's a group thing. I think Falk has done a really good job of being transparent and watching film together as an offense and making sure everybody sees everything. So credit to Falk for that.
Mason, what did you see from Mitch in that second half that maybe you guys can build on offensively?
Mitch is always cool as a cucumber, right? He's always going to be there. Highs and lows of this game, he's going to be steady Eddie. So we got all the confidence in Mitch. He's won a lot of games in this league. He's won games here, so I got no doubt in Mitch.
Was it good to kind of skip away for a few days to kind of regroup and get back on track?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I had my oldest son's 3rd birthday party, followed the next day by one of his friend's birthday parties. So I spent the weekend going to 3-year-old birthday parties.
Does that help us with perspective?
Oh, of course, man. Anytime I walk in that front door, it's a blessing. And my family's so important to me. It's good to have that separation of work and home, and they really put things into perspective.
You mentioned a couple days back. Can you come back and say, all right, everybody's 7-6. Like, we're still in this thing.
It's playoff football 4 weeks early, so each game from here on out is ever important, and it has a feeling of playoff football already. These next games are important, starting with Indianapolis.
Do you think this team is capable, with how it's playing right now, to make the playoffs?
I think this team is capable. I think we've always been capable. I think if we play to our ability and how we can play, there's no doubt we not only make it the playoffs, but make a run too.